Dolly Parton, the timeless queen of country music, is known for her enchanting voice and brilliant songwriting. With over 6 decades in music, film, and charity work, she's become a living legend. Dolly has captivated audiences with her sweet voice and charm, and won hearts worldwide with her generous spirit and upbeat attitude. But behind all the glitter and fame, there's a side to her story filled with heartache and struggles that few could imagine. She's faced dark times, deep losses, and pressures that seemed impossible to bear. So how did this small woman, burdened by so much pain, rise above it all, conquer the world, and become an inspiration to millions? Let's dive into the incredible journey and untold stories of Dolly Parton, the tale of an unbreakable legend, nestled by the Little Pigeon River in the stunning Appalachian Mountains. The cabin had no electricity, no running water, and no modern comforts. Dolly's memories of childhood are tied to the tough realities of poverty and hardship. The Appalachian winters were freezing cold, and Dolly and her siblings had to bundle up in thin clothes and blankets just to survive the chill. She once shared that to stay warm at night, the whole family would squeeze together on one bed, sharing body heat while listening to their mother's comforting stories. Dolly's father, Robert Lee Parton, worked as a sharecropper, growing tobacco, and did construction work to provide for the family. Despite not being able to read or write, Robert was incredibly resourceful and hardworking, always doing what he could to care for his large family. He taught Dolly and her siblings the importance of hard work and responsibility. Dolly always held a deep respect for her father, and later in life, his sacrifices inspired her to create the Imagination Library charity. Her mother, Avie Lee Owens, was the emotional heart of the family and had a deep love for music. By the age of 35, Avie had given birth to 12 children and often sang folk songs and hymns to comfort them when they were feeling sad or scared. Her gentle voice brought peace and inspiration, and it was Avie who sparked Dolly's love for music at a young age. Dolly often remembered that although their home didn't have much in the way of entertainment, music was always there, filling the air and easing the hardships of their tough life. As the fourth of 12 children, Dolly quickly learned to share and take on responsibilities. She wasn't just a little girl who loved to sing, she had to help take care of her younger siblings too, providing deep emotional material for many of her songs about family, love, and loss. Despite all the struggles, Dolly's childhood wasn't all sadness. She found joy in the natural beauty of the Appalachian Mountains, with their cool rivers, wild fields, and starry skies. There, she learned to appreciate every blade of grass and every ripple in the water, cherishing the simple beauty of life. The folk tales and legends of the region, combined with the songs her mother sang, sparked Dolly's rich imagination. By the time she was 7, Dolly was already writing her own songs, showing a natural talent for crafting heartfelt lyrics with simple melodies. A year later, her uncle Bill Owens noticed her musical potential and gave her her first guitar. It was a game changer for Dolly. With that little guitar, she found a way to express her soul through music, writing songs about her life, honest, raw stories of poverty, but always filled with hope and love. The experiences she had in the Appalachian Mountains didn't just shape her as a person, they shaped her music too. Every melody, every lyric was tied to memories of a challenging yet love-filled childhood. Songs like Coat of Many Colors weren't just tunes, they were living portraits of a life where love always overcame hardship. From a young age, Dolly Parton dreamed of a bright future in music, and that burning passion pushed her to chase every opportunity to showcase her talent. At just 9 years old in 1955, she started performing on local radio and TV shows in East Tennessee. Small stages at church events and the Cass Walker Show became her training ground, where she honed her voice and learned to captivate audiences with her confidence and sincerity. One of the standout moments in Dolly's early career was her first performance on the legendary Grand Ole Opry stage at the age of 13. She was introduced by none other than Johnny Cash, a country music icon. Dolly stunned the crowd with her powerful voice and heartfelt performance. The audience was so moved that they called for 3 encores, a clear sign that a star was being born. That moment solidified her dream. She knew she was destined to make her mark in the music world. After graduating high school in 1964, Dolly wasted no time. She packed her bags and headed to Nashville, determined to turn her dreams into reality. But life in the country music capital wasn't easy. Dolly faced tough challenges in an industry that was mostly dominated by men, where young, ambitious singers like herself often struggled to get noticed. Those early days in Nashville were full of hardship and disappointment. There were nights when Dolly could only eat mustard and ketchup because she couldn't afford proper meals. She once shared on the Dolly Parton America podcast that she even invented ketchup soup to stave off hunger. Instead of giving up, Dolly stayed determined to prove her worth with talent and hard work. Her first breakthrough came when she signed with Combined Publishing, where she started her songwriting career. Dolly quickly impressed with her exceptional skills, and her songs were recorded by several well-known artists. However, she didn't want to stay behind the scenes. Dolly longed to be a true star and recognized for her abilities on stage. In 1965, Monument Records signed Dolly, seeing her immense potential. At first, they tried to market her as a pop singer, believing her youthful appearance and sweet voice would be better suited for that genre. Dolly released a few pop singles, but they didn't make much of an impact, and she quickly realized they didn't feel true to who she was. Dolly knew she belonged to country music, where she could truly shine. Eventually, Monument Records agreed to let Dolly pursue her passion for country music, and she immediately showed it was the right path for her. In 1967, her first country single, Dumb Blonde, was released and quickly climbed to number 24 on the Billboard country charts. Despite the seemingly ironic title, the song was a bold statement of Dolly's independence and talent, proving she was far from a naive girl. The success of the song opened doors for Dolly, introducing her to a wider country music audience. That same year, Dolly's debut album, Hello, I'm Dolly, was released by Monument Records, and it became a sensation. The album featured standout tracks like Something Fishy and Dumb Blonde, firmly establishing Dolly as a fresh and exciting voice in country music. Hello, I'm Dolly showcased not only her unique voice but also her heartfelt storytelling style, full of raw emotion and authenticity. A major turning point in Dolly's career came when she met Porter Wagoner, one of the biggest stars in country music at the time. Wagoner was immediately captivated by Dolly's talent and charisma and invited her to join the Porter Wagoner Show in 1967. The chemistry between their voices mesmerized audiences, and the show quickly became one of the most beloved programs on television. Although viewers initially resisted Dolly, often shouting the name of the previous singer, Norma Jean, Dolly's grace and sweet voice eventually won them over. With Wagoner's support, Dolly not only appeared on TV but also performed on major stages, spreading her fame across America. Despite the difficulties and prejudice she faced early on, resilience, laying a strong foundation for her to reach even greater heights and become the living legend the world adores. In 1974, after stepping out of Porter Wagoner's shadow, Dolly embarked on a journey to make her solo career soar. The years that followed marked an explosion Hot 100 for an incredible 14 consecutive weeks. This unprecedented success of Whitney's version cemented Dolly's status, not only in country music but as a cultural icon with worldwide influence. The 1970s and 1980s were truly Dolly's golden years. She released a string of hit songs that would go down in history. In 1973, the song Jolene, with its simple yet captivating melody and heartbreaking lyrics, quickly reached number 1 on the country charts. It became one of the most covered songs of all time, showcasing Dolly's enchanting voice and unique storytelling ability. The album Here You Come Again marked a bold transition, proving Dolly wasn't afraid to take risks and embrace change. The title track, Here You Come Again, became her first successful crossover hit, reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also earned her a Grammy for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. The album sold over 1 million copies, elevating Dolly to new heights and turning her into a pop star, all while keeping her country music fan base. This milestone allowed Dolly to conquer both the pop and country music markets, broadening her influence even further. Dolly's acting career also flourished in the 1980s when she stepped into the film world. Her debut role in 9 to 5, 1980, alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, was a major breakthrough. The film was a massive hit, earning widespread acclaim and landing Dolly a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. The title song, 9 to 5, which Dolly wrote and performed, also became a smash hit, topping both the Billboard Hot 100 and the country charts. The song wasn't just a fun anthem. It also carried a powerful message about equal rights and fairness in the workplace, sparking a movement and inspiring millions of women. Following the success of 9 to 5, Dolly continued to shine on the big screen in other popular films, such as The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, 1982, where she starred alongside Burt Reynolds. The film received widespread praise and helped solidify Dolly's status in the film industry. Her role in Steel Magnolias, 1989, a classic featuring an all-star cast including Sally Field, Julia Roberts, and Shirley MacLaine, showcased Dolly's versatility as an actress, balancing humor with heartfelt moments that left a lasting impact on audiences. Beyond her celebrated music career, Dolly Parton also made her mark in film. Her role in 9 to 5, 1980, alongside the legendary Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin, achieved both box office success and earned Dolly a Golden Globe nomination. She also wrote and performed the film's title song, 9 to 5, which became a worldwide hit and won 2 Grammy Awards, further expanding Dolly's fame across both the film and music industries. Dolly continued to captivate audiences in memorable movies like The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, 1982, and Steel Magnolias, 1989, where her acting skills shone brightly, solidifying her as a multi-talented artist who could excel in any arena she entered. One of Dolly's proudest achievements is Dollywood, the theme park she opened in 1986 in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The park has become a major tourist destination and a cultural symbol of the American South, celebrating the Appalachian heritage that Dolly holds dear. Dollywood has provided thousands of local jobs, boosted the economy, and created opportunities for families who, like Dolly's own family, grew up in poverty. With over 3 million visitors annually, Dollywood offers not only thrilling entertainment, but also preserves and showcases Southern culture through traditional crafts, music, and cuisine. The park even features the largest eagle sanctuary in the United States, reflecting Dolly's love of nature and commitment to animal welfare. However, not everything went smoothly. Dollywood has faced legal challenges related to safety issues. One notable lawsuit occurred in 2014 when a woman suffered serious injuries after falling while exiting a ride. Another lawsuit in 2019 involved a woman who claimed she was thrown from a water ride, resulting in spinal injuries and a $2 million compensation claim. Despite these challenges, Dolly Parton remained optimistic, addressing the issues and working to improve park safety. Her unwavering dedication and proactive leadership have shown her resilience and commitment to ensuring Dollywood's continued success. Even through the ups and downs, Dolly has always remained hopeful and tireless in her contributions, enriching the world not only with her music and art, but also with her endless community service. Dolly Parton's impact stretches across many fields, from bringing joy through her heartfelt films to her philanthropic efforts and the Dollywood theme park, leaving a cultural legacy that has touched millions worldwide. With a career spanning over 6 decades, she has earned 11 Grammy Awards from 51 nominations, including the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. Dolly has been inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and has received countless other prestigious honors. In 2006, she was awarded the Kennedy Center Honors for her artistic contributions, and later received the National Medal of Arts, the highest honor given by the U.S. government to artists. Dolly Parton is more than just a music icon. She is an inspiration to generations. Her career is a perfect mix of artistic talent, business acumen, and a compassionate heart. With her optimism and relentless spirit, Dolly has shown that no dream is impossible to achieve, and she continues to shine brightly in the worlds of music and philanthropy. Despite being one of the most famous stars in the world, Dolly Parton has managed to keep her personal life relatively private, especially when it comes to her long-lasting relationship with her husband, Carl Thomas Dean. The two met in 1964, shortly after Dolly moved to Nashville to pursue her music career. Carl, who was 21 at the time, first encountered Dolly at a laundromat called Wishy Washy. After a brief exchange, love blossomed between them. Carl often jokes that what caught his eye was Dolly's beautiful legs as she wore a short skirt. They married 2 years later in 1966, a down-to-earth lifestyle focusing on everyday tasks. Dolly has often shared that the secret to their lasting marriage lies in their independence and the space they give each other. "We always spend time apart, and I think that's one of the reasons our marriage has lasted," Dolly said. Carl has remained a steadfast companion, always supporting Dolly's dreams and passions. One interesting aspect of their relationship is their decision not to have children. Dolly has shared that she and Carl thought long and hard about parenthood, even picking out names for the children they imagined having. However, their busy lives and Dolly's thriving career led them to choose a different path. Initially, Dolly did experience some regret about not having children, but over time, she realized that not having kids allowed her to fully dedicate herself to her music and charitable projects, especially the Imagination Library. Through this initiative, she has played the role of a mother to millions of children worldwide, sending them books and spreading the joy of reading. Dolly often says that even though she doesn't have biological children, she feels like a mother to many, and this brings her immense joy and fulfillment. Dolly Parton is not just a country music icon, a talented actress, or a savvy businesswoman. She is also a symbol of resilience, kindness, and unconditional love. Despite facing losses and challenges in life, Dolly continues to shine, bringing happiness and inspiration to millions of fans around the world. Behind the dazzling glow of her 6-decade-long career, Dolly has endured tragedies and dark times that few could ever imagine. So physical pain. A tumultuous affair, which she referred to as a soulmate relationship, left her feeling guilty and led to intense self-recrimination, pushing her further into darkness. The anguish from this relationship caused emotional distress and led to severe health issues. Dolly began eating uncontrollably, which resulted in weight gain and other complications. Each day was filled with exhaustion, disappointment, sleepless nights, negative thoughts, and the fear of being consumed by a world she no longer recognized. At one point, she even contemplated ending her life. Dark thoughts overwhelmed her, and she felt as though she were drowning in an ocean of suffering with no escape. But in her moment of greatest despair, Dolly experienced a miraculous intervention. One afternoon, as she sat beside a gun she had considered using to end her pain, her small dog, Popeye, suddenly ran to her side. Popeye jumped onto her lap, startling her and snapping her back to reality. Dolly took this as a sign from God, a reminder that her life still held beauty and purpose and that she had a mission to continue spreading joy and love. She spent the following days in deep prayer, seeking inner peace and gradually overcoming her crisis. During this turbulent time, Dolly also faced threats from extremist groups, including the Ku Klux Klan, due to her public support of the LGBTQ+ community and her hosting of Gay Pride Day at Dollywood. Despite the danger, Dolly refused to back down or be intimidated. She stood firm in her beliefs and continued to champion the values she held dear. The threats made her fear for her safety and that of her loved ones, but she remained resolute, determined never to let any force extinguish her kindness or her fight for justice. Dolly also endured other personal tragedies, such as the death of her longtime manager and dear friend, Don Warden, in 2017. Warden, who had been by her side since the early days of her career, was a pillar of support, and his passing was a devastating blow. Just months later, she received the heartbreaking news of her niece, Tiva Parton, who died of a drug overdose. Dolly had done everything she could to help Tiva break free from addiction, even paying for her rehabilitation, but the tragedy still occurred. The succession of losses weighed heavily on Dolly's heart, but she always found a way to transform her pain into motivation to live better and spread kindness. Reflecting on those dark times, Dolly Parton stands as a testament not only to her immense talent, but also to her extraordinary inner strength. She has often said that all of these challenges made her stronger and more empathetic to the pain of others. It is those moments of fierce struggle that shaped Dolly into the remarkable woman the world admires. Someone who never lets adversity define her, but instead transforms suffering into strength, continuing to shine her light, love, and laughter far and wide. Dolly Parton is renowned not only for her music and acting, but also for her generous heart and unwavering dedication to her community. One of her most significant charitable achievements is the founding of the Imagination Library in 1995, aimed at providing free books to children from birth until they start kindergarten. Dolly initiated the Imagination Library project to honor her father, Robert Lee Parton, who never learned to read or write. Dolly proudly shares how deeply moved and proud her father was when people called her the Book Lady, a symbol of kindness and a love for learning. The Imagination Library quickly expanded from Dolly's hometown in Sevier County to reach across the United States and beyond, including Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and the Republic of Ireland. To date, the program has gifted over 100 million books to children worldwide, fostering a love for reading and sparking a thirst for knowledge in generations of young minds. This initiative is not only a meaningful gift to children, but also a testament to Dolly's dedication to using her fame for good, solidifying her as a true symbol of compassion. Dolly's philanthropy doesn't stop with the Imagination Library. She has actively supported numerous other charitable endeavors over the years. She has donated millions of dollars to humanitarian causes, from helping disaster victims in Tennessee to funding medical research. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck, Dolly donated $1 million to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, supporting the research that led to the development of the Moderna vaccine, an act that earned her worldwide admiration. She remains humble and sincere in all her charitable efforts, never seeking recognition but simply wishing to share her blessings with others. Despite her glamorous exterior, complete with wigs, heavy makeup, and glittering outfits, Dolly Parton has never let anyone underestimate her. On the contrary, she has cleverly used this image to build an unmistakable brand while proving herself to be a shrewd and powerful businesswoman. She once shared that her appearance is part of a strategy. "I may look fake, but I'm completely real." The contrast between her outward appearance and her sharp intellect continues to surprise and impress many. Dolly has repeatedly amazed the public with her quick wit and humor. One of the most famous moments occurred during a 1977 interview with Barbara Walters, where Walters seemingly mocked Dolly's appearance and even asked if she felt like a joke. Dolly, with her characteristic poise, responded to Barbara Walters by saying that she was entirely comfortable and secure in herself. If she wanted to play around with makeup and clothes, that was her choice. Responses like this have solidified Dolly's confidence and intelligence, allowing her to maintain her strength without needing to defend herself too seriously. Dolly's success is rooted not only in her musical talent, but also in her ability to build a formidable entertainment empire. With over 3,000 copyrighted songs and a string of successful albums, she has created an enormous revenue stream. Additionally, her business ventures, such as Dollywood Theme Park and other investments, have contributed to an estimated net worth of $500 million. She has proven that a woman from humble beginnings can build a solid financial empire through talent, intelligence, and exceptional management skills. Dolly Parton is more than just an artist. She is a symbol of resilience and wisdom, turning stereotypes into the motivation to conquer the world. Through her humor, immense generosity, and a successful career spanning multiple fields, she has created a lasting legacy that continues to inspire generations and earn the admiration of the world. At 78 years old, Dolly Parton continues to lead a vibrant and creative life. In 2024, she is still expanding her music career and personal projects. She collaborated with her sister Rachel Parton George to publish the cookbook Good Look Cooking on September 17th, featuring over 80 traditional family recipes. Additionally, Dolly has announced a new music project titled Threads, My Songs in Symphony, a multimedia storytelling experience in collaboration with a symphony orchestra. The program is set to debut on March 20th, 2025, in Nashville, with additional performances to be announced later. On a personal note, she and her husband Carl Dean continue to enjoy a strong marriage that has lasted over 57 years. Dolly has shared that spending time apart has helped them appreciate each other more and keep their relationship fresh. Dolly Parton also continues to receive recognition for her contributions. In October 2024, she was honored with the Peace Through Music Award by the U.S. Department of State and the Recording Academy, acknowledging her role in promoting peace and cultural understanding through music. Dolly Parton has become an irreplaceable cultural icon. Her music career has not only inspired generations of musicians, but also broken barriers between genres, bringing country music to a wider audience. Songs like Jolene, Coat of Many Colors, and I Will Always Love You have become timeless classics, cherished not only for their captivating melodies, but also for the moving stories behind them. With over 50 years in the entertainment industry, Dolly has redefined the landscape, creating a style that is unmistakably her own. She has overcome the highs and lows of life to become a monumental figure. Her legacy is not just built on awards or album sales, but on the value she has instilled in millions of hearts. From music and film to philanthropy, Dolly Parton is a living testament to how one can transform challenges into motivation to make a difference in the world. She has touched countless lives, and her legacy will live on, inspiring future generations. Dolly Parton is more than just an artist. She is a symbol of strength, compassion, and an indomitable spirit. Anyone who has ever heard her story can feel her extraordinary resilience and rare kindness. The world is truly fortunate to have someone like Dolly Parton, a star who will never fade in the hearts of her fans.